Why would why would a company want to build such an app, and why would users want to install such apps? Is it because of on the go convenience, or is it what do you think? What's your perspective on that?
So, firstly, I'm very, very excited to be here today. And I think it's a very fun conversation that we're going to have. I don't think, while I completely agree with you that occasional apps are intended to be used occasionally, I think a lot of it has to do with the customers that they're targeting, right? So,
Hmm.
say for example, today you and I might not travel that often, but we still have a travel app. Cause
Right.
if we travel.
Yeah.
So I feel that there are two aspects of this that I like to think about. The first and the foremost are the actual users who use it, who actually travel very often, keep traveling to work across different parts of India, internationally. I know my friends. One of my friends is based in Germany and he travels so much. He lives in a suitcase and he keeps
Wow.
traveling.
Right.
Um, so for him, he knows all the points, he knows the in and outs, he knows everything. The second type, I think, is definitely, I said three second, I think there are three. The second time are people like you and me who travel, but not too much, but we have it in case we need it. And
Yeah. Just in
it's like
case.
a go to convenience part, right?
Yeah.
There are third ones that I am a personal category of when it comes to like gym or apps or like exercise apps or diet apps, that I want to work towards the ideal self. And I feel
Right.
that app will help me or remind me कि अच्छा विशाली पानी पी लो, कि so I remember to drink 4 liters of water every day.
Right.
Or to say, you haven't logged your calories, log your calories.
Right.
So there are people who do use the calorie count every single day and religiously do, but there are people like me too who are like, I just need a nudge or a reminder, and that app helps me, keeps me on my toes.
Right.
Um, so while they can be designed for occasional, they might not. There are various categories of consumers, and the way that people perceive and consume the app can be very different based on their objective of why they want to use the app and why are they actually downloading it. Most of the time, today's day and age, even social media knows your algorithm, right? So it's not like I am actually going and finding that one particular app called Better Me. As in, I see uske itne ads. Now I'm like, I'll just click it. It'll say, do Pilates at home, 28 days and lose weight. So I'm not, I didn't even think of this, but this was the first thought that I had when I'm talking to you about social media, because that's the app I've seen the most. But I haven't downloaded it yet, but I always open it and I'm like, Arey, choro, forget it. I'm not going to do it. But I almost click it. So for them, it's still a conversion. It's making that behavior say, okay, check it out.
Right.
It's pushing your ideal self. So I think today with the data being spread across and being so open, it's not necessary that I'm looking out for it. The apps are actually looking out for you.
Right. Right. Um, yeah, I think you're right. I think you have actually covered both the types of apps I mentioned. One is those that are actually where let's say, the use case by its very nature is not very frequent. Like, for example, paying insurance bills. Maybe, if you're on a monthly plan, you'll go once a month.
Hmm.
If you're on a yearly plan, maybe once a year, right? If it's like a vacation packages, maybe it's also like once in a few months.
Hmm.
So I was kind of referring to those apps as one category. And the second is what you mentioned, where the app does not restrict you from using it more frequently, but then the kind of person you are or the kind of goals you set, it leads to a certain type of frequency.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are going to cover both. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, and then there are these other types of apps also. These days they're very DigiLock is a very, very popular Indian app where you can actually store your documents in an order and format. No one's ever going to go and look for their documents every day.
Exactly.
But the minute you need it, you know where to go find it, and that's going to be the Glog app, right? I'm not even based in India, but I still know about it.
Right.
So
Of course.
I
Of
think
course.
that's where it all comes down to, is knowing that you might need it someday, and then that thing only becomes your trusted source. And that's why I have so many apps I don't delete, because one day I will use it.
Right.